Today we will see the remaining part of our API. So the first of all, we will be seeing a tool which uh, we will be using to test any API. So generally, whenever a developer develops an API, how they test uh, the API. So there should be some tool, right? So to check whether all the verifications are correct or all the data is coming correctly or not. Browser is fine, but we should getting all the statuses, HTTP statuses and everything. So for that, there is one tool called Postman. So it is most of the time frequently used in IT industry for maximum of API testings. So I have opened this link. So generally we have a Postman on web or Postman on Windows. So just we have downloaded Windows for our convenience, Windows setup file. Then we have installed on our machine, laptop. So generally, if you want to test multiple, for example, as of yesterday, we have seen it's only a location, but there can be multiple parameters we can have. So instead of giving everything in this URL itself, actually a Postman has will provide us to edit the parameters directly like key value pairs here. So we can add as many key value pairs required. So just I have created example structure. I'm going here. Um, so we can see later. So if I just go here, okay, now if you see we have a key value pair. If we want to add also, we can actually add that key value pairs. And if you see here the authorizations and even the authorization like if we have any token authorizations, we have already seen our API key. Uh, like that, we can actually uh, use this. So generally, if I just click on this, so these are the parameters. So we have returning all the data, 5 rows. So if you see here, it's how much status it is taking and how much. So for when hitting the API, how much time it took to get the data and what is the size of the data it returns, and we can save it as an example also. So, so even we can actually document our API also. So whenever we are hitting some requests actually, whenever we save that, now as of now, I have saved it. So here what we can do is, so if any new request coming, we can actually here we can save as, for example, just I'm showing here we can request name and we can add a description. What is the request name? For example, if I just go back here, and if I just open this, uh, so here we are giving just for our information how the request is, and we are describing here itself how what exactly the route it takes. So for example, it's whenever we give search route will search the cave in the database for a cave that matches the location and we are giving the location parameter to pass the location. So and then we can create a save kf. So for example, we have created this thing, but if you want to create a new, we can also do that. And just I'm canceling this. So now if I just I have created, as of now it is not saved anywhere. So now if I just give the same this, so it's automatically adding the key value pair. Even we can add, or we can delete. I have typed something and OC and it got added. So instead of giving here, we can actually give here itself. Now if I just again hit the search. So this we haven't saved it at. So here we are getting save method. So now if I just click save, so we can give search case. Same thing I'm giving. So here I'm adding description. So it should get the if by location and use locus parameter to pass location name. So now if I just want to create in another folder, as of now uh, we need to create that. So just kf and Wi-Fi and demo, just I am creating. Now it will be okay. I'm not creating inside. Okay, I'm creating inside K5 and inside that I'm creating another K5 demo. So it is like again subfolder I'm creating, but I just want for demo purpose I have created, but I can actually delete also. It's taking time to load. Close this. So if I just want uh, delete here, I can delete it. So now it's already stored. So if whatever what I did, we can actually see the documentation also. Whatever I have saved it. So, so the same thing I have applied to get all these location parameters, like for getting the random kf again. So the same method I apply. Just I have kept our API call and then just saved it again, like save as. We can do it, and we can save it under this folder, whatever the folder we are taking. So we can see here all the data, whatever it is coming. and yeah, how much time it took. Even what is the server it is hitting, content content type is JSON, a date and time. So now even all if the same thing we have did for all the three requests what we have coded yesterday. So now, so the same thing we have already did that. So even we have checked the random is working fine. Even if I just go back to Postman and just click on send, so I'm getting all the data again. So now, so now we want to add a new database to a cave, uh, and generally we have already did this. So it's like adding of data to a database. Like we have added all the book related data before to a book database. Like Harry Potter book we have added, right? Similar kind of stuff we will be doing, but here we don't want to create any form, HTML form or WT form from Flask form. So here what exactly it is like, we can actually directly add that kind of data directly from Postman itself. So it's like we just need to change the post. Uh, Now if I just put post and here add. So now here whatever thing I have given. So for example ID. Now it's like as of now I know it's 23. Now if I just give name some random if, so we can actually directly add all the parameters required so far from here itself. So like map URL, image URL, like something. So we need to add all this data and it what it acts like. So it's like just act like a key value pair. So for example, even if we create a HTML form or Flask form, then again it is just like creating a form and getting a hold of that data from that form. So we don't need to create any form again. So if you want to test it, you can directly test it in the Postman itself. So here params. So I think only one thing to change. Yeah, and now it comes to body, then we need to select this one. Okay, sorry, I think we need to go to body and we need to select this one. Okay, I need to delete this. So body, yeah, selected. Now just map URL and everything. Now, so what it is defining? So we are whatever we define here, it automatically in the backend it creates a form for itself. Now ID 22. Anyways, we need to add yeah, some random case. Now I am taking all this. Just for change. 0.50. Okay. We go place as sockets. As select as Wi-Fi. Image URL. Location. Map URL. I think one thing missing is seats. 40. We can keep. So now we have added all the data, but before hitting the post request, what we need to do is we need to change our code, right? Because how to handle that. So now it is the routing is add. It actually method is post. Now we already we have seen how to create an object. So now we are creating a new kf object where it have all the data. So if you see name, map, URL, image, URL, location, socket, has toilet, has Wi-Fi, and can take all seats, coffee price. So here ID is not added. So we can actually delete it because ID is automatically incremented. So I'm going back. to delete ID, and then we are actually creating the object, new kf object, and we are calling the session database session, and we are doing the commit. So now we are returning, once it is successfully added, we are returning this successfully added the new kf. So let's try that. Whenever just I click the send request. Okay, what happened? I just open this random cave. Constant file values. Okay, name random cave. Location is there. Seats is there. Has 12 is there. Has Wi-Fi. Has sockets. Can take calls. Coffee price. Yeah, just name. Map view. Browser on. So send it again. Cave location. Okay. Okay, got it. So here from the forms it defined is different, so that's why it's failing. Okay, let's go back. So here if I just change here itself, if I can change, so it is trying to get this thing, but we are have it's given another key, right? Because the form name may change, take calls, and then if I just change back to true to then to false. Now let's send. Internal server error, right? Internal server error. I give one zeros. Let me just check. Zero one. Seriously. Location. Location deform dot get location name image URL. Okay, let's see what's happening. What we are getting not constraint file. Why? Boolean. So let me check once the database. How skill insert into K. Name app URL. Why the it's not taking values? Uh, okay, now it got so just I think it's a codes issue maybe. Display order name. Okay, sure. Okay, has sockets has this is everything. It's like one. Seriously. Okay, let me again try to add without just add it again. So everything it is adding, but for this also some issue. False. true, true. Okay. So I'm again adding. So again, this also got, but here everything is getting true. That's thing. What happened? Can we just postman to shall. So just I'm testing what values it is taking when we have given the boolean. Any constraint failed. So because the name should be unique, so it got failed. Added new care. Some issue when we are passing boolean. So what values to pass for boolean postman when requesting post. So our post request is working fine, but I'm just unable to figure out why whenever we are passing some 0 1 values also it is not considering, it is just considering everything as ones as sockets. If I have that mechanism here, Yeah, for that, yeah, this one just we need to figure it out. So we just unable to figure it out. Okay, fine. So there is some issue with Boolean things. I need to figure it out. Okay, let's continue the next thing. So now, as of now, we have seen already how to make the postman like add. Now exactly there is another two methods like put and patch method. So put is like replacing the old data with the new data, and patch is before the patch is actually introduced in 2010 only. So it is just like editing specific data on the recipe page. So here like the updates entire resource, it just partial update, so request for body, so it sends all data. So now if I just want to update only coffee price, in that we need to get data. So this is the route we need to take. So now again just go to postman, add new one. So before that we need to actually add that in. in our main.py file also. So again, the same whatever we have defined. So the root is update price, and we need to get ID of that cave. So it is like integer we are saying, so it should be integer. And here we are mentioning it as patch method. So now we are defining this one. So cave ID is the input. So how we will be getting that price, the new price? So using this again argument we have already seen. So to pass it in the URL itself. So then only we can actually get the data and the same thing. So we are using get 404. So if we have the data, so now so update. So you just want to update the coffee price to 3.80 something. So now we have to use this one, easily get by particular ID. So this again it redirects to Flask user. So now just go to Postman. If I just I need patch request, now it will be update update price. So this is the root, and after that we should have ID. So we will be passing the ID also. So this is how it defined. So for example, if I just want to update 22, so we have defined update price and int of 22, and then after question mark, now the comes the parameter. So here what defined new price is equal to 3.80 pounds. So where I can get that? So again, just I'm going to Postman, and I'm dating to 3.50. Let's see how it is doing. So it will updated the price. So now if I just refresh my database, the row number 22nd it should see. Okay, 23.50. So what I updated 23.50, it should not be 23.5, it should be 3.50. When I just again update, so again it got updated. Just a second, now it should be 3.50 pounds. So the same thing. So if we have ID not defined, some 40 is there. So now we should get an error. an error. So even that we have already defined here also, because already we are getting a 404 error. So yeah, just want for even 30 also we should get the same error. 404 not found, not found. So because we are using that, so generally we can actually pass 404 error also. So sometimes if it is not working, uh, so whenever we want to pass a JSON file, so then we just put comma and we can pass 404 error. So that's what we have defined. So if we haven't used that get method, get 404 method, and if you want, if we have executed with session.execute, what are the method we already used before, then it will return this error. So it's like handy. We just check. So here, I go to postman, and if I just want to update to 4 and some I have given, it okay, that database should not execute database alert cave where so just I am okay, can facility build. I just start on sorry it's still yeah I got it now. Yeah, but if you see here, this is the main thing I want to discuss. So it's like the status is coming as 200 whenever we are using this database.execute. But if I just change and if I just give 04 error, so whenever I just try to execute it again for the ID 30, now we got the 404 not found error because what I did, we have passed the 404 error code into that. So this is one thing. So now the other thing, the last part is to delete things. So let's directly go to the this thing. So just again, it's like now we are calling this report close dot int method. So we are actually calling uh, that as delete method. So here the one thing is like we are because no we don't want to anyone to delete our data directly, only whoever knows or whoever is authorized to do the they should have API key. So for now we are what we are doing, we are just passing API key in the URL and then it will automatically get that URL. So here we have to, if I just want see I want to delete ID equal 22nd and API key equal to whatever token we have defined. So now I just I'm going back and I just adding. This is the root. I want to delete 27 because we already had it. Now we should give the parameter question mark API equal to whatever the key we defined inside. It should match. So just we have defined here. We can define anything. Uh, for now, if you see here, generally it will, if it is successful, it will give 200 code, and here if it is not successful, 404. But if we are not authorized, we are giving 403 code. So let's check all that three. So now just I'm checking. It will automatically delete. What happened? Port closed. So if a method not allowed. Right. Okay, sorry. This is not. This is the method we have to pass. So it went to 403. Why it did so? Let's see. So okay, API underscore key it is. So not underscore, it is API hyphen key. Then let's check. So now it got deleted successfully. No 26. So I try to delete again the same 27. So it is giving again 404 error. Why? Because again here we are using get 404 method. If I used the same above, like for example this kind of result, then again we will get this not found, sorry, not found, the database error we will get JSON. So now I want to delete 26 and I remove y. So now that's it, not allowed because we the key what we have provided is not correct. So that's how we are doing the delete. Again, this is if I just go back to the code, just we are getting the data using the arg method for the API key, and we are just tallying it, and then we are returning. So the last part is like the documentation. So as of now we see here we can directly build the documentation. So as of now I have added only these three, the post method and the patch method also we can add by save as, and we can save, we have to save under this kf Wi-Fi folder itself. And after, when we do view documentation, and if you do the publish, so just go here, view documentation, and once we add all the data, so it's like it will come here like this, and if you do publish, it's already published. So what it will do, it will take you to this page where we will get this kind of URL. So whenever we can access this URL on an internet anywhere. So our documentation is ready. We can actually tag it to this one. So it will open the Postman So this is the API. If they want in Python, how they want here uh, using request model, how they want to hit the API. So because you already know request module to hit the API. So depending on which language you want, for example, in the Node.js or JavaScript. For example, if I just want in JavaScript fetch, so I'll give this fetch response. So if I want in jQuery, the API, how to use that API for all that JavaScript. So all gives get method timeout. So it will directly give all to use all different languages are required. Shallow shift PHP. By default, it is just curl. So that's what we have added for anchor tag also. So in the index.html. So generally, whenever we kf.wifi, so we have added the same URL what it has provided after publishing. So just we have kept the documentation. Now if I just go to, so we can have anchor link, and I just click on that anchor link. It take us to this whatever the API we have developed, how to use the API, everything will get here. So it is really easy to test or to create a documentation whatever it takes. So just I need to check how why boolean is it is not taking in the post method. I need to check. We'll be seeing in the next session. Uh, that's it for today. Thank you.